Chelsea and I love to cook, but
I have no idea how they cook for this many Pathfinders.
I know. So how do they do it?
We have 35 people here, 23 Pathfinders, the rest are staff, and our nationality is Haitian. So we feed them with our country food, mainly, and we cook just like we would in our country. We got a stove running, we're used to cooking outside, so it's nothing different.
When I cook for my people, I just put my whole heart in it. I'm from the Philippines. I'm used to cooking with all these amenities that we have here in the United States, so I can cook my food with whatever we have in here. I make use of the table that's not really a table, a sink that's not really a sink, and I just chop and get all my helpers to help me.
They just eat what our country eats: rice, chicken, bean sauce that we call soswa, and Saturday night we'll be having a big fried food party that we call fuitay. It's nothing different. Camp just reminds them of home, really.
They love what I cook.
Since being here, we've realized there are so many honors.
I wonder if there's a twinning honor.
Seeing how the transformation from one thing to another, and then being part of that, actually hitting hot steel, I think is really what captures the kids' imagination. Say, what else can I do? Just being around the fire and just the primeval experience of taking something as mundane as this piece of steel and turning it into something as beautiful as this hook. I mean, that's what gets me excited. And with blacksmithing, I've been doing this for 6 years. They're essentially mimicking what God does for us in putting us through the fire of life and molding us to His will.
So the Spaceflight Exploration Honor is an honor that basically explains how the U.S. started NASA and how we got into space.
And then this one is the shuttle from NASA, and the kids just love it. And some people go in the suit so that they can take pictures with the suit.
Everything from here is directly from NASA. We have the Apollo 11 training suit replica, and we also have a lot of space foods and whatnot, so it's just fun to have NASA out here supporting us.
Oshkosh is such an amazing time for Pathfinders. But you know, the devil will do pretty much anything to try to keep people from coming.
And can you imagine that you've been preparing to come to Oshkosh for a really long time and all of a sudden, all of your stuff was stolen?
How do you think that would make you feel?
We are the Southland Timberwolves from Michigan.
Well, 3 weeks before Oshkosh started, our trailer was stolen with all the camping gear and all the camping supplies we needed to come here at Oshkosh.
So I was really upset when I found out. So when I got back, I was really hoping it was a joke, and it was not.
When I heard that all the stuff was stolen, at first I was like, are we still gonna go to Oshkosh?
Then I saw a post on Facebook that Joanna, director, made saying it got stolen, and I was like, I need to share this because I really want to go to Oshkosh.
As a club director, you can imagine the little panic there, but we had a prayer right away as a family while we're out of state, and we know that the Lord will provide. And He did. 2 days later, we had a call from our generous donors, and they want to provide all of the camping supplies you're seeing here in the campsite and the gear that we needed to come to Oshkosh.
And I was just like astonished. I was like, people are really nice and like really supportive about this.
And I know with how quickly the Lord answered that prayer when we lost our trailer, it really did something to their spiritual life. We serve a real God who answers prayers so quick and who continues to provide for all of our needs.
So it's provided them an opportunity to see that even in difficult situations, God can work things out one way or another.
Thank you to all our generous
We need a countdown.
Okay.
Man, Bree, there is so much to do here.
I know. We need like a month if we want a chance to get to everything.
I know. You know what? Why are we just standing here?
I don't know. Let's go. come from all over the place by plane, by bus, by car, but did you know that some people have literally ridden their bikes here?
I mean, I love bike riding downhill. I can't imagine coming all the way from North Carolina.
We are Carolina Conference Bike for Life.
Bike for Life is a ministry of the Carolina Conference. We promote a healthy Christian lifestyle and making friends on the way. I've been involved 8 years now.
This is my 3rd year.
And this is my 1st year.
So we started in Asheville, North Carolina. We biked a total of 903 miles all the way here to Oshkosh. We were on the road for 17 days.
So every day we'd wake up around like anywhere from 4 to 6, and we'd bike all day. We'd have lunch, like a sack lunch, and then we'd get to the church anywhere from 3 to 6, and then we'd like unpack, eat dinner, and then go to sleep.
On average, every day we do about 60 miles, anywhere between like 60 and 70. Some days we do easier days, and we'd like get at the church or school by like lunchtime. But other days we would do a century, which is when you bike 100 miles. Yeah.
Every day, like we have these like little brochures that we give people, and it pretty much tells us like what we are, what we're doing it for, and it tells us about like the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And one time there's this guy in our group, Juan. He's one of the adults, and he just goes crazy with it. Like he'll probably like, we stop at a gas station, and he'll give out like 10 or 12. He'll just stop people and like be like, oh, we need to give this out. This is amazing. You need to come to our church and stuff. So yeah, it's cool.
The activity we're teaching today is robotics, and during the process we teach kids how to build and program a robot using Legos. You know the Saturn V rocket? The little Lego robotics that we have more computing power than the computers that sent the Saturn V rocket to the moon. The biggest takeaway, in my opinion, is that you can use math in your life. Math isn't just something you learn and then throw away.
That as a Pathfinder, you can make a difference. Did you know that the extra plastic that you use often ends up in the ocean and can kill fish? Learning a little bit more about what species are endangered and what you can do to protect them, you need to come take this honor.